Hello, fellow adventurers. We are now here at Escape Game Experience with the founder himself, Byron.
Byron St. John, how are you?
Excellent, thank you. And yourself?
So far, so good.
Now, how long has this been around, the Escape Game Experience?
We've been around almost 22 months. We'll have our second-year anniversary in December.
Awesome. And what exactly is it for people who never heard of it before?
Well, generally the concept of escape rooms is you get locked in the room and you get an hour to find the clues and solve the puzzles to get a key to get out. As much fun as I have doing it, it's actually illegal to lock you up in a room. So these games are solution-based games. You still have an hour to find clues, solve puzzles, and get to the solution.
And what gave you the idea to come up with this? Like, how did you get the idea?
Well, I've been a professional magician like forever, and I've been in the haunted house business off and on. And several years ago, I came across a game in one of the cities and played it. It was rather unique, and I saw it was a burgeoning industry. And I've always liked the idea of puzzles and figuring things out on a variety of different scales. But I wanted to take it a step farther. So we made all our rooms, instead of being a room, you're in multiple rooms. And I theme my rooms out more so than just your standard bank heist or escape the jail. All our rooms are themed rooms. We have the Baker Street Mystery Sherlock Holmes themed, Quest for the Elder Wand, which is a Harry Potter themed room, and of course our newest game, The Ghost of the Reaper Supernatural, which is based on the TV show Supernatural.
Now, how many locations do you have for the Escape Experience?
This is our only location, although we've been approached by people wanting us to do other locations of franchise. I don't know if we're there yet. I would probably be more apt to try and sell some of the games because they're original games.
Right.
You won't find them anywhere else. And that being said, I just want everyone to know that when you play these games, teamwork will get you, and you got to really think of what you're doing. It's just so much fun. It's not like playing online. It's right there. It's 3D.
Now, have you seen or have you been approached at all by anybody from the industry itself? For example, any of the cast from the original shows that these games are connected to, or anybody from the studios?
No, I have not. You have to be very careful what you do on that. It's just like in our Elder Wand game, you don't have to know anything about Harry Potter to play it. Same with the Supernatural, they're themes. But we're very careful. I don't use Harry Potter to promote the game. It's Quest for the Elder Wand, which is certainly fine, and we have permission from Universal with no problem. The same with Supernatural. We're not promoting the fact that we're associated with the show at all in any way. So we're all good. And I wouldn't do that anyway. So.
Right. I was just curious if anybody like surprise guests would came to see how it is.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that. I understand there's going to be a Supernatural convention here in Cleveland, which is about 2 hours away here in about a week or so. So I'm hoping that maybe someone will want to come over. You never know.
So if anyone's watching, especially anyone in the industry, come on down.
Absolutely.
And if you are in the industry and you've been watching my channel, let me know. Now, if you could
Sure.
give me a little tour here of these.
This is a closed circuit.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Wait a second, I gotta get the color up on that one. This is the closed circuits out here are only for the lobby, and that's going to be difficult. And it's set up for that reason because there we go. And these are set up in a particular angle so that when you're in the lobby, you really can't see what's going on. Now,
right.
We use a game master in the room, and I have other cameras in the room for the other angles. Now, this up here is our Baker Street Mystery. It's 2 big rooms. You're in a Victorian safe house. Now, this is the storage part of the room. In this room, there's a fireplace and bookcases, etc.
Now, are these modeled after locations on the show?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
Not really. I put them together. This one is our Elder Wand. You're in a wizarding school, and you can't see the other rooms from here. But the general idea in that is you're looking to get the wand, and then that helps you find the alchemist stone. You save the school. But believe me, this is probably our most detailed of the rooms. You'll believe you're in a wizarding school when you walk in there. And this one on the bottom left is the Supernatural. Now that's these rooms are 2-room games. This is actually a 4-room game. And you're only seeing one corner. You can't see the other rooms. But for those that are fans of the show will appreciate everything in the game relates to the show. But basically, you go into this old bunker. Sheila Dorham, that's one of our game masters going in there. You go into a bunker, and you have an hour to try to find the angelic grace that will expel the ghost of the Reaper that's haunting the bunker.
All right. And this, of course, is the...
Well, this, of course, is supposed to be pointed at the doors, but unfortunately they're replacing a sprinkler head. So I moved my camera for now. That usually points at the front door.
So this one is the Baker Street Mission, the Sherlock Holmes one.
Quest for the Elder one.
The Harry Potter one.
Right.
That's the Supernatural one.
Supernatural Ghost of the Reaper. Right.
Now, what about this one,
Oh, the Seneca Witch Haunted Woods?
Yeah.
That's down in Bloomville, Ohio, just outside Tiffin. And it's an actual haunted woods. It's based on a true story. I kind of got out of the business a few years ago, but these guys approached me, and so I helped them set this up. And the story is about this Abigail Sibley who escaped the Salem witch trials and settled in Seneca County. And became known as the Dog Woman of Central Ohio, or the Seneca Witch, and she supposedly haunts the farmlands around there. So they put up a Halloween event to take place on Fridays and Saturday and Sunday nights in October. That you actually go through the woods. It's pretty creepy.
Now, is there a mystery you have to solve with that, or is that just...
No, that's just a haunted woods, a haunted attraction, so to speak. Yeah,
right.
That's all that is.
And that, I'm guessing, came with it?
Oh, it's one of my props from years ago. She's called the Darkness Witch. I just think she's so cool. I use her here at Halloween time.
Now, do you have a Halloween-themed escape room?
No, but I always tell people Supernatural's pretty close. It premieres tomorrow night, so a lot of people get a kick out of it. I change the games out every so often anyway.
Right. Also, zombies are really popular. Do you have a zombie one as well?
I did. I just closed that one down this summer. It was Zombie Apocalypse. It was a scavenger hunt. You had to find 5 things to get the formula saves the world. It was it ran its course, so I replaced it with Supernatural.
Okay,
of course, that's not
makes sense.
saying I'm not going to bring it back.
Right.
But I also have a game called Houdini Unbound, based on the great escape artist Houdini.
Now, what would that location for the Houdini one, what does that look like?
Well, that's basically you're in an old library and you learn all about Houdini. You actually have to perform some magic tricks to make things happen, like a magician would be. And the idea is to find out what his secret is and how he got out of everything. I also have an X-Files game called the X-Lab.
Excellent.
Yeah. So we do a lot of different things.
Now, is there a limit to how big a group can be?
Yeah, in the Baker Street Mystery, it tops out around 10. Although it has handled 12.
Right.
The other 2 games top out at 8. Now here we do things differently. You don't need that many to play the game.
Right.
We'll let 2 people play if they want. The best number I've seen to play any of these games is 4 to 6. That's a real good number. But we do a lot of corporate team building as well. So.
Now, do you have a time limit on these games? Like, let's say you go and sign up for a game.
Every game lasts an hour. You get an hour unless you solve it earlier. Yeah.
Right, and if you don't solve it, then
you lose.
Oh.
We do things differently here. We offer a couple different ways to play the game.
Right.
One way kind of pushes the win. We prefer people to win because we want to entertain and have a good time. The other way is a challenge way, and that's a tough way to play the game.
Right. Now, if you do win, is there something that you get in exchange, or is it just the satisfaction of winning and having played it?
Absolutely, bragging rights.
Excellent.
You get the win, and the fact we put you on Twitter and Facebook like that shows you won the game, and
Right. Awesome.
So it's a lot of fun.
Right. So what do you aim to get out of, like, for someone coming into the experience? Like, what do you hope, ideally, a person will come away with having experienced one of these games?
Accomplishment, exhilaration, fun. They had a great time. They got to talk and have fun with their friends or their family. The funniest thing is I have a lot of parents come with teenagers, 15, 16, 17-year-olds.
Right.
We take the phones, so they actually got to communicate with each other verbally. And the parents will come out and tell me verbatim, that's the most my kids have talked to us at once.
Wow.
Because they're not on their phones, obviously. So.
Right.
And it's a unique way of bonding, family bonding, team bonding, friends. Because you really got to rely on one another. And again, one person's weakness is another one's strength.
Have you ever had anything unusual or haunted-like or ghost-like happen that you can't explain?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. You're at Fallen Timbers.
Right.
Site of the battle. I've come in and found the doors open, props moved around, nothing malicious. It's all in good fun.
Well, that's
This whole
good.
area, well, this whole area was a battlefield, and the rumors persist that some people at the mall will see things on horseback or
Right.
unusual things walking. The security will say they see people walking around at night and they go out and there's nobody there. Nothing malicious, nothing I could really hang a hat on and say, oh, it's really haunted, but you know, just some different things.
Right. So what has been your favorite, or your most memorable experience, whether it be with the escape room or when you were in the haunted house business, like the most?
Oh, well, they're so completely different from one another.
True.
Here, probably, the funniest thing that happened here, I had an original X-Files game, which I rewrote and I changed it, and I haven't put it back in yet. But I had a mannequin that was dressed as Dana Scully from the show, and you had to get a clue from her.
Right.
And when I did the transition, it happened last year, she was standing in the hallway. And she was in the way, so I accidentally moved her out of the hall. I stuck her behind our restroom door, and I completely forgot about it. And this big guy comes in. Now I'm about 6'4", but this guy made me look small. This is a huge guy, and he came in there and he wanted to use the restroom. So I said, "You have a fourth door on your left." And I heard him go down there. I went, "I wonder if I should have put that mannequin." I heard the door shut, and all of a sudden I hear, "Oh!" Well, I can't repeat what I heard, but it was funny. Everybody out there started laughing. And he came out and he goes, "That scared the crap out of me." Because he shut the door and then turned the light on. There's this thing standing there. And at that juncture, I thought, oh, I'm going to leave her in there. So she's been a great conversation piece for the last 12 months or so.
Excellent.
That's a very funny story. But other than that, watching the people come out laughing and smiling, and that makes it all worthwhile.
Now, when you were with the haunted house business, what did you do there with that?
Well, I was in the haunted house business for a long, long time, and I spent, this is going to sound strange, I spent 15 years at the Reformatory in Mansfield, but not that way. This is the historic side. I did the haunt there for 15 years. Now, I left there 3 years ago, kind of retired out of the business.
Right.
Now, that place truly is, if you believe in it, truly is paranormally active or haunted. We did tons of people. It was a great show. It was a great time. It was just time for me to move on after 15 years. I mean, that's like a career. So I'm into the escape room business now, and I have plans to expand it. Whether I don't do another location, I'm going to sell some games, but I have got an idea to change, to take the escape games to the next level.
Excellent. So you're always going to be adding new things and expanding and all that?
Absolutely. You know, you have to. You have to. Stagnant, you can die, you know.
Great. Well, do you have anything you'd like to, if you could tell the whole wide world anything out there, whether it be escape games or anything else?
Yeah, bring me money. No, I'm just kidding. Seriously, come play the games or visit as best you can, your local escape game. You will have so much fun. I'm telling you, it's a great experience. Come see us. You can check us out as escapegameexperiences.com. If you're down by Tiffin, Ohio this Halloween season, come out and see the Seneca Witch Haunted Woods. And you never know what we're going to do coming up, but I can guarantee you, we got some surprises coming up with the game room at the shops at Fallen Timbers real soon.
Well, excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks a lot.
Great. And in the description of this video, I'll have a link to their website, information, that kind of thing, links, relevant links, all that goodness. So come along. We have lots more in store.